If you were lucky enough to miss out on Harley Davidson's 2021 virtual event, here are my takes of the 40-minute event in less than 5 minutes. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button if you like motorcycle news, and let's get to it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this event was overhyped and unimpressive, and it's more of what we already knew, that nothing exciting was really coming. But I remain hopeful. We got new CVO packages, specials, street bobs, and fat boys with absolutely nothing about the Revolution Max platform. Nothing. It's like it doesn't even exist. But then there's Jason Momoa, obviously handsome, but not handsome nor important enough to sell these Pan Americas, but hey, here he is anyway. But we get an opening talk from HD's new CEO, Jochen Zeiss, I think I pronounced that right, but this whole event has very heavy Apple presentation vibes throughout the entire thing. But Zeiss, I think I pronounced that right, he will be implementing the Rewire plan over the next few years, which is set to put HD back on track towards being a global leader in motorcycling and also known as pleasing shareholders and making HD profitable again. But that means HD becoming more resource lean, cutting the fat if you will, which means jobs, making it more agile in decision making, and of course focusing more on what the current HD enthusiast wants and putting somewhat of new motorcycles and markets on the back burner, aka Revolution Max. But with CVO, we had a few speakers come up and they go into incredible detail on why CVO is so special and why it's the most popular family of motorcycles that HD has to date, from the detail of the paint and the careful consideration of detail in areas that most wouldn't pay attention to. Okay, new colors and more CVO and HD branding on accessories. What else? A new audio partnership with Rockford Fallsgate. Even more higher end speakers for the CVO. More mid-range and a tad more treble and bass, or maybe that's just your Milwaukee 8 shaking your arm to death at the stoplight. Okay, what else? Anything exciting other than incredibly expensive CVOs? Nope. Oh wait, there's a pimped out CVO Triglide with the 117. I love the paint job though. And there's a lot of "we listen to our customers" being thrown around during the event, along with "we learned what they want and need, then we tried to deliver." There's a lot of this, but clearly we see who the market is. That's fine. But outside of pleasing shareholders, where has that gotten HD? Of course, the first objective of a CEO and the board of a publicly traded company is profitability, putting more money back into the shareholders' pockets. Shareholders couldn't care less, more than likely, at least, I can't speak for everybody, they could care less what Motorcycles HD is putting out as long as the stock price goes up. That's probably why the stock price rallied to 2-year highs after the virtual event. And also in the event, there were numerous rider stories like we've seen HD produce before that tries to evoke emotion from relatable HD riders. Those are already fantastic, but it was cool to have more of those. But okay, moving on. Color is also important and tells the story. This event was absolutely huge on colors and paint jobs. Although I do wish Indian Motorcycle would do more color options, HD was before and still is the king of not only color options, but overall paint jobs. The Street Bob also gets a paint refresh in the Milwaukee 8 114 treatment, stripped down light softail that packs a fun punch with 119 pound-feet of torque and 90 horsepower. It'll rip. It's not unexpected that this happened, but I guess it's semi-nice to hear. Are new riders and millennials gonna pick this over a Honda Rebel or Indian Scout at $14,599, or better yet, the Iron 883 or 48? Who knows? If they haven't now, they probably won't. But the Softail Standard and the Lowrider S remain largely unchanged outside of paint jobs. Then there was a segment for more riding gear and apparel, which HD is also king of, especially from a dedicated motorcycle manufacturer. And there's always a style for any occasion with HD, so they're pushing that hard as well in this event. The Fat Boy got re-customized, more chrome compared to last year's 2500 limited edition blacked out anniversary edition. Big 160 front and 240 like last year. And there was also an appearance from Bill and Karen Davidson of the Harley Davidson family to show this off, which is symbolic of Willie G. Davidson's legendary styling. Other than that, that really was it. And at the end, they showed us Pan America like we've already seen it with Jason Momoa, partially riding the bike with the official launch being February 22nd. But outside of that, that's really it. So yeah, there. I saved you 35 minutes. If you made it this far, definitely subscribe so you don't miss my next video on this teaser that I found at the very end of this video after I was editing, and that's this. Yes, this. There you go. You're welcome.